And before we do, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Fergus Balfour, the Chief Operating Officer of Unilever Food Solutions for Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. Mr. Balfour. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Would you like me to say a few words now? Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to be here. And I wanted to ask you just for a few minutes in which I talk about my organization's commitment and history with this great association, which goes back over quite some time. In fact, if you go back to Dublin, you go to Auckland, and you go to Dubai, all those places we have been here. And this is a journey that we sponsor over 3 continents. It's a journey which is very much about consistency, which is something that, of course, you know even much more about than I do. It's something you do every day. Now, our organization is a global organization. It's a regional organization, and it's a local organization. And so is yours. And so, going forward, that is something that we want to build on together, to build on the unique relationship that we've had so far. Now, this is not an accident that we sponsor your association, because if you look at Unilever and its approach to this whole sector, there is one thing that characterizes our business, which we regard as absolutely essential, and we call it chefmanship. And this is something that obviously when we partner with you, it's about being in what my colleagues, and only some of them are here, there are 250 chefs which work with Unilever across the world. And this is about being in the heart of the kitchen, where, from my own experience, everything happens. And that's why we put chefmanship at the heart of our business. Of course, you know better than I do that our products are authentic and high quality. You know that we stand for convenience and we stand for relevance. And if we had all of those things, that, in my judgment and in my colleagues' judgment, would not be enough. What matters is that we are there with you to support you in creating the dishes which our customers seek. And of course, we know these are customers that are becoming ever more refined, ever more demanding. They want vitality, they want excitement, they want difference. And where that exists, that's where we want to be. That's where we want our products to be. But if all we do is sell products, then I don't think we really live up to the reputation that we have. Our reputation comes because we can talk with you, we can support you in the kitchen, we can help you create the dishes that you want to do. And that's where we want to be. Now, we spend a lot of time in our business on training our own people. That's why we have 250 chefs. We work with them, we work in the kitchen, we understand from that much better what your needs are. And what I would like to say today is that, as I said earlier, we are here because chefmanship is at the heart of our business, and there's no better organization to be associated with. So that's how I want you to judge us. We want to support you in the next steps of the journey, and that's why we support this event. So, ladies and gentlemen, chefs, we salute you. Thank you very much.
Can you stay here for a second?
Of course.
I like a number of things that you said, and what stood out for me was the fact that you talked about your commitment to chefs, which is evident by just having the representatives here, but 250 chefs in the company is extraordinary, and I think it speaks to your commitment to quality and culinary arts. The other thing I like very much, which I always sort of agreed with, and that is, I never call it the back of the house. I always call it the heart of the house. And that's what really the kitchen is. It tends to, even now more than ever before, it tends to set the stage of the reputation of the property. So the heart of the house is really something that I can totally subscribe to. This is for the second year in a row that our board has decided to present Unilever Food Solutions with the Global Partner of the Year award. Why? Because their commitment has been unwavering, their support has been unanimous throughout the years, and with their chefs that we are very close to, we feel such a wonderful and close relationship. And I really appreciate all that you have done, and I thank you on behalf of the 8 million members of the World Association, every one of them, for your support and your friendship and your contributions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Can I just say that I'm the lucky person who gets to accept this, but as is often the case, the real stars of our business are on my right. These are the chefs that help us understand how we can improve, how we can be better, and in that way we'll support you better. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Before it falls off. Interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks very much.
Now I would like for Raymond, we would like the judges just to step forward so they are being recognized. These judges really represent each country of every one of the contestants. So we wanted to be fair and say, okay, if there's a difference, if there are any questions regarding ingredients, traditions, culture, whatever, that they could share it with their colleagues. So on behalf of WACS, I'd like to thank you for your hard work. I know it was very hard, and I thank you for having made a very, very tough selection. And at this point, I'd like to present you with a little token of our appreciation. Now, in order to make this truly a unique competition, we were not satisfied to simply, have a cook-off, same old as we seen all over the world. We wanted to have this competition to be different, unique, but first class. So we ask even more of the contestants. We ask that they not only subject themselves to the pressures of just producing the meals as they have, but in addition, they were asked, under the guidance of our master sommelier, David, who has graciously come here to Dubai to advise, but also to judge them, we asked the contestants to also match their food with wine or any beverage of their choice. Why do we do that? Well, it's very simple, because the public today demands of chefs to have that kind of knowledge. It's as simple as that. You cannot afford to say, I don't care, I don't know, I have no clue. No good anymore. It used to be that way, it was all right. Today a chef is expected to know those kind of things. And as a result, with David Clancy's guidance, we were able to see and let the chef demonstrate their knowledge of food and wine pairing. It's not to make a wine expert of them in a short period of time, but clearly to understand what's important in terms of the balance, in terms of underscoring and harmonizing the main flavors that you want to accentuate, and understanding the basic principles of support. And at the same time, we had the services, thank you. At the same time, we had the service of Ian Fairservice, who runs 22 magazines or so. You haven't counted lately. Okay, I get you. A publisher,